Disney just announced all of the new additions going to their major parks, and my mind is blown. But there's one thing I took away from this announcement. Disney World is responding to Universal. Today I'll give you 4 ways in which Disney is making big moves to guarantee their top theme park spot in the Orlando area. The last one is absolutely genius, but first let's go over the backstory of this rivalry. Ever since the launch of Disneyland in 1955, the Disney Corporation has been the king of theme parks, opening a total of 12 theme parks and 2 water parks around the world, in places like California, Florida, Tokyo, Paris, Hong Kong, and most recently, Shanghai. Disney truly dominates the theme park scene. However, in Orlando, Florida, they have some tough competition. Universal Studios opened on June 7th, 1990. Only 9 years after, Universal would add another theme park, Universal's Islands of Adventure, setting the stage for an intense rivalry between Disney and Universal for years to come. In the year 2000, Disney World was clearly better, having 4 theme parks and 2 fully themed water parks, compared to Universal, which only had 2 theme parks. However, in the time that followed, Universal has closed the gap between the 2 companies. In the same amount of time in which Disney has announced and built Tron Light Cycle Run at Magic Kingdom, Universal has opened a themed water park named Volcano Bay, the world's most expensive roller coaster, the world's best roller coaster, and announced a whole new park titled Epic Universe coming in 2025. Disney, on the other hand, has opened Pandora, the Land of Avatar, Galaxy's Edge, reskinned Splash Mountain, and finally opened Tron. These additions are good, but they don't even come close to Universal's new stuff. I mean, the new park alone beats Disney's recent track record. However, from Disney's recent announcement, the momentum could shift. Disney announced 4 big things coming to the Disney World Resort. One of those big things is the all-new Monsters Inc. land coming to Hollywood Studios. Now, we'll talk about the land itself in a second, but first we need to talk about the roller coaster going in this land. Ever since I was a little Koopaloop and saw the first Monsters Inc. movie, I always thought that the moving door scene would make for a great ride. Just watching Sully and Mike escape Randall felt like the perfect idea for a ride of any kind, but unfortunately the ride never came. Until now, Disney showcases Suspended Family Coaster from Vekoma, a proven model that fits the Disney need, a ride that anybody can enjoy. The roller coaster doesn't even have to be that good. The theme itself is going to be able to carry it to make it a high-level attraction in this park. With that being said, I'm not really that excited for the land itself. The Monsters Inc. franchise definitely is big enough to make an entire land around, but I'm worried about the rides they'll put in this area. Besides for the coaster and possibly moving the Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor show at Magic Kingdom to this area, I don't really see what else they could add. I mean, I say all of this, but at the end of the day, this is Disney, and they will probably figure something out. Let me know what you think they could add in this area down below in the comment section. Anyway, let's get to the second big addition, Tropical America at Magic Kingdom. Firstly, they will be reskinning Dinosaur into Indiana Jones, and oh boy am I excited for this one. Indiana Jones is one of my all-time favorite Disney franchises, so getting a big new ride just feels great. This reskin from Dinosaur to Indiana Jones kinda reminds me of Splash Mountain to Tiana's Bayou Adventure. You're taking a beloved ride system and combining it with a beloved franchise. This just flat out makes the ride better. This addition alone will strengthen Animal Kingdom as a whole, and we haven't even begun talking about the rest of the land. Tropical America will be replacing Dinoland USA, the worst land at any Disney World park. Although before as an enthusiast, I used to love this place because Primeval War was just the right speed for my scaredy cat self, I can easily admit that this place is awful and that Tropical America is a huge improvement. From the concept art alone, it looks absolutely stunning. The colors from the trees to the pathway to the buildings just contrast perfectly. I seriously think if they do this right, it could be the most beautiful land in Disney World. Also coming to Tropical America will be Encanto, most likely a trackless dark ride, which Animal Kingdom doesn't have. Encanto is a great movie and truly deserves a ride of its own. But getting into number 3, we have the new Cars land coming to Magic Kingdom and Frontierland. Firstly, this land is going to look absolutely beautiful. It is going to flow with the Frontier aesthetic perfectly. It is also going to add another significant ride to the Frontierland area. Whenever I visited Frontierland, I always felt like it was Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, Splash Mountain, and nothing else. Websites even list Frontierland's Shootin' Arcade as an official attraction. I'm sorry, but that doesn't really count. In my last video, I talked about how King's Dominion had a lot of quantity, but lacked quality. Frontierland is completely different. It has 2 of the best rides in the park, and then basically nothing else. Of course, there is Tom Sawyer's Island, but that's probably going to be replaced by Cars, and the Country Bear Jamboree, but they need something a little more. Cars will fit Frontierland perfectly, but now for the best announcement yet, Villains Land. Villains Land will be going behind Frontierland and will be a whole new section of Magic Kingdom. I don't think it'll be too scary because it is still a Disney park, but it's almost like those TV shows that had after dark sections after a certain time. It's just a slight step up from the normal Disney World audience. With this older audience, I do think this opens the possibility for a true thrill coaster. With this area catering to an older audience, why not add something that this older audience will actually enjoy? We've seen Universal open multiple thrill coasters that have all been resounding successes, and there is no reason that this could be any different. Even though Magic Kingdom primarily attracts families with young kids, they get so many visitors per day that even if 1/25 of people were interested in a thrill roller coaster, that it would still be enough to fill up the line. Maybe I'm just being a delusional enthusiast, but this new land sets up Disney perfectly to add a new thrill roller coaster. It really needs to happen. Finally, this is a direct counter to Dark Universe coming to Epic Universe, and I would argue Disney has the superior villains. Just to name a few, Lady Tremaine from Cinderella, Cruella de Vil from 101 Dalmatians, and Maleficent from Sleeping Beauty, and so many others that they can use. This area truly is one of the best and most exciting additions Disney has ever done. All 4 of these additions will help Disney regain their staple on the Orlando area and confirm that they are the superior company. With the recent growing prices at Disney parks, these additions are imperative to show guests that paying the premium price will be well worth it. Although most of these additions will come in the next 5 to 10 years, Disney representatives did say that all of these will be added. It's not like the past when they say they would add something and it would never come. I'm extremely excited to see these concept arts develop into real things at the park. Anyway, please remember to like and subscribe, and if you want to learn about King's Dominion's genius new addition, click on the end screen now.